Okay, we're looking at your prelims, question 4, section C, 4A, part 1. Okay, they want you to use figure 7 only to describe the differences. Okay, so you can only tell me what's different, you cannot tell me what's similar between the temperatures of Urumqi and Goa. Okay, so these two places, and you must talk about the annual average temperature, and you must also talk about the annual range of temperature. Okay, so there's 4 marks. It means that I must give 4 differences for 4 marks. Okay, that means 1 difference, 1 mark. Alright, so I must difference, as stated in the question, I must have difference in the annual average temperature. Okay, I must difference in the annual range of temperature. Annual temperature range, or rather. Okay, and then the third and fourth one, any difference that I can find in the temperature. Alright, so let's take a look at the annual average temperature. Well, if you have to take all the months and calculate, okay, Urumqi's average is about, if I'm not wrong, is 8. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, sorry, 8 degrees. Okay, whereas this is about 26.4. Alright, so you need to write it as a difference. Okay, Goa has a higher annual average temperature. Of course, spell average and temperature. Right, okay, of about 26.4 degrees as compared to Urumqi, 8 degrees. Okay, even better answer will be you calculate the difference. Goa's annual average temperature is higher than Urumqi's by 26.4 minus 8, 18.4. Okay, so you need to deal with the question. A lot of you, what happens is that you did not deal with the question, you did not talk about annual average temperature. Okay, so you can talk about this, 1 mark. Next one, temperature range. Temperature range should be the highest minus the lowest. So if you take the highest temperature, it's about 21, minus the lowest is about minus 6. Okay, so you will get the, and then this one will be about 29 minus about 25. Okay, so you will get the range 28.7 for Urumqi, and Goa is about 3.6. Okay, so again, which is a higher range? Urumqi with a higher range. Okay, annual range of temperature of the one that I had was 28.7. Okay, as compared to Goa's. Goa's is 3.6. Okay, of course we allow some differences from the main answer lah. Okay, because you know there's not many lines for you to read. Okay, or if you don't want to write it this way, you want to shorten it further, you can do this. Annual range, spelled this wrongly. Is higher by, so 28.7 minus 3.6 is about 25.1 as compared to Goa's. Okay, alright, so if you were to write this Urumqi's annual temperature range is 28.7 degrees Celsius, Goa's annual 3.6 degrees Celsius. If you were to write this instead, you will get 0. Okay, because you have not phrased it as a difference. So how to phrase it as a difference? Well, there's 2 ways. You can use comparative words like what you see over here. Okay, higher, shorter, okay, or taller, or the ER words. Or like what we learned in SS, you can use conjunctions. Okay, so since it's a difference, you can use however or but, like this. Okay, so you have 1, 2. Remaining differences, what can you talk about? Well, you can talk about seasons. Okay, so you can see that, you know, this is a temperate climate. You will have 4 seasons: winter, you would have a winter in the end of the month and start of the year, then spring, then summer, then autumn and winter again. Whereas here is almost constant throughout the whole year. So you can talk about such things. Okay, there is 4 seasons, whereas here is almost constant throughout the year. Now, some of you thought that they had mentioned that Goa has wet and dry season. You are not wrong, but wet and dry season refers to the precipitation pattern or the rainfall pattern. It's not about the temperature pattern that we are asking about in the question. Okay, so throughout the whole year, what's the pattern like? That could be another difference. You can talk about, which month has the highest, which month has the lowest, what's the highest temperature or the lowest temperature differences. You can use that as another way to talk about differences. Okay, so can you complete your corrections?